Hello viewers, welcome to your program Development Zone where we celebrate achievers, unveil the core potential of our nation, and also celebrate those that have contributed immensely to build the country. Today on the program we'll be talking politics and we'll be going to Kogi State where we'll be talking to the former governor of Kogi State in person of His Excellency Captain Wada. Sit back, relax, I'll be right back.
Uh, it was a free, fair, and transparent primary. It was interrupted by two natural events. One was a very heavy rainstorm that we did not expect. It disrupted proceedings for a couple of hours. And then thereafter, after voting was completed and the ballot papers were being sorted out, gunshots ran into the arena and everybody scrambled for safety and ran away with their lives. So apart from those unexpected interventions, it was a very transparent, very smooth primary exercise for the PDP. No, I will not take it as a deficiency. There was security presence. It was, to me, very prominent security presence. The attack came from the back of the stadium. So, and I'm not sure the security agency envisaged that such an attack would come. Everything was going normal till about 2:30 in the morning. And, in a long process like that, once you come to that stage, you just expect that things will end well. So it was a surprise attack. So I will not blame the security agency directly. My own view is that it was planned by devious people who did not want PDP to have a successful primary exercise. But glory be to God, the result was declared. I have accepted the result and I'm moving on. I leave all my affairs in the hands of God Almighty and I'm at peace. So the advice is to accept the result, support the winner, and let's organize ourselves, reposition ourselves, and challenge the ruling party in the state. They are messing up the governance of our state, and we cannot keep quiet. We cannot just, watch them mess up the state. So we need to organize ourselves very quickly and take on the APC government that is running the affairs of our state so badly right now. No, look, for me, all affairs in my life are in the hands of God Almighty. So I cannot give anything categorical about what will happen in the future. We may not even be in this world by then. So in terms of prospect, we have a very good prospect for PDP to win the election because the APC government has run Kogi State aground. They've piled up a debt of over 150-something billion. For a small state like Kogi, that's a major load to carry. People are hungry. There's poverty everywhere. There's no government is not functioning in Kogi State right now. So, in the interest of the people of Kogi State, we need to change for the better, and the better in this case is PDP. So, we're going to be determined. We're going to organize ourselves. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that we win the November 16 election. It's actually not going to be about party. It's about survival of the people of Kogi State. The signs are very clear. The government there now is incompetent. They are not doing well. Healthcare services have fallen apart. Education, there's no direction. There's no project going. Even the project we left behind, they have not shown capacity to complete them. For the projects to serve the interests of the people of Kogi State. You can't continue like that. Every day new children are being born. The population is growing. Yes, I know people are dying as well, but population is growing. And you have to provide the infrastructure and facilities to improve the lives of the people. That's not going on now. the first, priority of government, the essence of government, is security of life and property. There's a prevalent insecurity in Kogi State, and welfare of the people. And people are hungry, they are poor, so their welfare is not being taken up by this current government. So we need a change, and we'll work hard to ensure that the change is there. We know there's a lot of arms and ammunition circulating in the states, imported by the government, but we'll take care of that. We are determined to fight hard for PDP to take over power. A lot of things. First was security. I ensured security of life and property. I eliminated thuggery. It was all over the state when I came in. I built many roads, many water projects, many rural electrification projects. I built a very modern mega park, which, was meant to generate revenue for the state. We built Kogi State Hotel, Kogi Hotel, to about 80-90% completion. It's still there the way I left it. They haven't done anything. And this is meant to provide standard accommodation and attract conference businesses into Kogi State. We have a very modern vocational training facility there in Kogi State, which, again, by now should be turning out graduates from there who will be working for themselves and even be net employers of labor. Is idle, is there. We've trained all the lecturers, everything before I left. It was done with the conjunction with the Republic of Korea. It's now basically an abandoned project. And many other things. We made agriculture, a very attractive business, and most of our people were going back to the farm, and that is what is saving them from starvation now, is going back to the land in agriculture. We had a project with the World Bank for about $300 million at Alape Stable Crop Processing Zone. It was almost about to start before I left. Because of lack of political will and attention, the World Bank pulled out of Kogi State on that project. It's a major loss to the people of Kogi State. It was going to engage over 100,000 farmers and employ over 10,000 people. It's a major project. It will have changed the economy of Kogi State. And many other projects we did. Schools, so many schools were built under my administration. Got teaching materials, things like that. So the state was on a path of sustainable development and progress under my tenure. And that's why I wanted to go back, complete those things, do more over the next 4 years. But it pleased God that it's not for me this time, and I've accepted it, and I'm moving on. Need some time to think, but most likely I will go into academics. I'll go and take another degree, maybe do a PhD or something like that later on. And then I'm a world-class aviation consultant. That's my area of expertise. I'll polish my books and move on with consultancy in the aviation industry to help our country and other airlines and aviation businesses across the world. So I'll be all right by the grace of God. I'll be all right. I'm a simple, straightforward human being. I believe in our country, and I'll do my best for the country and for humanity for the rest of my life. Office and family is a delicate balance, but both are very important in life. You have to work to make money to take care of the family. So the family generally understands when you are not home or when you have a hard time, but you need to work. And as a professional person, I've worked hard all my life, and I've been able to ensure that balance of work and family, and I'll continue to do so. Me, right now, I read a lot. I also play golf. Golf is the game I love, and I play at least 2 or 3 times a week when I'm home. Even when I travel, I try to play golf. It's a very engaging game, so I love it. So I work hard at it to play very well. It's very satisfying when you play well. So those are the 2 things I do. I read a lot. I try to be very religious. I read religious books a lot. I try to memorize the Quran a lot, and visit friends, family, and things like that. That's what I spend my leisure time doing. So my advice is that democracy is the best form of government. What is happening now is leading to a loss of confidence in democracy. There's too much violence. It's completely unnecessary. People should be allowed to elect leaders of their choice. Their votes should count, and those who are elected should be accountable to the electorate. They should keep the promises they made during the campaign so that our country can be moving forward. Secondly, this rancor between the 2 major parties is completely against the interests of our people. If you are elected into any office under any political platform, the common denominator is the interest of the Nigerian people. So I will advise our politicians to always keep the best interest of our people at heart in all their actions, in all their conduct, in addressing any issue. It shouldn't be about themselves as individuals, but about the collective mandate, the collective interest of the Nigerian people. And the number 1 goal of politics is satisfaction of various interests, particularly development. Our country seems to be undergoing motion without movement. A lot is happening, but we're not moving in development. We have infrastructure deficit, we have conflicts everywhere across the country. This do not go for development. We need peace, and government must focus on ensuring a peaceful environment, secure environment, and then pursue a sustainable infrastructure development agenda. Every state is doing what they like. There's no coordination. To develop, we must have coordinated development. We must have standards. Classrooms, for example, across the country should be standard. You go into primary, 1 classroom is the same as you have in Kano, should be what you have in Lagos, what you have in Calabar, what you have in Kogi, or other states. We should have standards so that our products, graduates, are also of similar standards, from primary school to a university. These are issues that our political leaders need to address in a more detailed way in order for us to have a developing country. Whereas developing in name, but we're not developing in action. And that can only happen if our politicians come together under a democratic environment to move the nation forward.
Welcome back. Like you heard it up from His Excellency, Kogi needs to be peaceful come November 16, 2019. All Kogi should put heads together to make Kogi election a peaceful one. And also advise all the viewers out there, vote wisely. Till I come your way again next time on the same station, I remain your host, Joseph Onoku Bolijo. Bye for now. Please do follow us on our social media platform for more updates and comments. On Facebook, Bolijo Media Communications Limited. On Twitter, BOJ_TV. On WhatsApp, 0703-477-8568. Our email, bolijomedia@yahoo.com. For more updates from BOJ TV, kindly click on the subscribe button and the notification bell sign beside.